Thank you for choosing the Lux. It is our pleasure to provide our guests with the highest quality fine dining experience for you and your designated partner, as determined by your previous completion of the partner survey. For your session, you have selected the Deluxe package. This option provides 3 1-hour sessions including your choice of entrees, desserts, and beverages. If you require any assistance or wish to change your order at any time, please contact us by using the number provided in your survey receipt. We hope you have a wonderful dining experience with us. Please proceed to Private Suite 4 for your reservation.
Huh? Yeah, I'm good. God, you're really hot. Hey, whoa. Calm down. Don't freak out like that. What? No, I'm not trying to embarrass you. Why, I would. Actually, you know that. Never mind. Don't answer that. No, I'm serious. I just kind of said what came to mind. That's all. I mean, we are supposed to input our preferences before. So it makes sense that I think that, right? Well, yeah. Your hair and eye color is what I put into the survey, so. What's wrong now? I did what you asked me to do. So, I'm not sure what the problem is. Unless you think it's weird because it's, well, 1, 2, 3. Well, unless you think it's weird because it's, well, me. Yeah, probably the biggest elf in the room right now. Might as well get it over with. Yes, I am Korax, as in a member of the Grey Diamond. Yes, I'm currently having dinner with you, and no, you aren't in any kind of danger. Oh, I know what kind of reputation we have. Just putting that out there in case something happens and you want to sue me or something. It happens sometimes. If you want to help me write up a contract to protect yourself from that kind of stuff, I'm all for it. But I do have a pre-written one here if you'd like to get it over with. It has all the typical stuff like a harassment policy, a non-disclosure agreement that penalizes us from using personal information, as black men would tear against each other. Any terms though which the dispute is, hey, don't give me that look. It's for both our safeties. If you're that concerned about the content of the agreement, you can look it over right now. If you need to contact the lawyer to get over with, that's fine with. Really? Consider who I work with. It might be in your best interest to have some sort of legal netting in case anything goes wrong in the next few sessions. It shouldn't end up being a waste of money or anything. It would end up saving both of us in the long run. We have plenty of time to get it over with. There's no rush. Oh, the hour session is a suggestion. My boss has connections with the owners, so if any additional time is needed, then we should be able to prove her pretty quickly. No extra charge needed. Huh? What do you mean? Ah, yeah, it's a date. Well, no, I don't think most people sign a contract for one, but it's different here since we need to uphold organization standards so we can avoid any disputes with civilians. No, it's not a business deal or anything, but still. You sure? You're not worried that I might throw my coffee at you and give you third-degree burns? Hey, for all I know, you might not believe me when I say I don't like getting civilians involved. That's the truth. You wouldn't look very hot screaming your head off like that. I mean, you'd be hot in the literal sense, but not exactly the way beneficial to either of us. Honestly, it's not worth doing in the end. I get reprimanded by my boss, and I'd rather avoid explaining my side to PR, and spend months building up a case that would end up being a waste of money. Plus, I'd be put on probation, which isn't that fun. Are you absolutely sure you don't want the contract? You might regret it later. Alright, don't say I didn't warn you. But it's always on the table if you change your mind. So, what now? Just normal talk then? Normal. Got it. So, how you doing today? I'm doing great, and I didn't even get your name. Oh, I like that. Do you know the meaning behind it? Oh, I'm just asking because I know the meaning behind mine. Ah, as you probably know, my name's Corax. But that's not my real name. It's Calvin. Yeah, it means raven. And that's where my alias comes from, too. Corvus Corax. It's like the scientific name for raven. Corax. You know? Look, I'm not going out there in the field as Calvin. The whole point is to sound cooler and more intimidating. We have to be if we want a better stage presence. It's good for PR, and that's all. Plus, it's free advertising. Saves a lot of money when it comes to legal fees. Also helps to make sure we got sources for our products. Of course, gotta snatch all the good ones before any competition arises. Not good if others are gonna sell your stuff for cheaper. Hey, it's just good business. But some people don't see it that way. God, the light wings are so annoying. Bunch of starving artist types who think they know business because they took an echelon class back in high school a decade ago. Well, look where they are now. Only thing they're good at now is waking me up with an espresso shot. And even then, they can't even manage to do correctly every time. Maybe learn what a macchiato is before you start serving your customers. And go around spouting about vigilante justice, Damien. Then they have the audacity to tell me how to do my job. And that we don't do things by their standards. And they say we're going to equalize the economy and give back to the people. Like, jeez. Jeez, we're a luxury fashion brand, for God's sakes. Not a pharmaceutical company. We don't owe you guys anything. Go stick your noses in some place that actually matters. If you want to play hero so badly, actually do something productive instead of lazing about. And then they get shocked when we fight back. Like, what did you expect? Yeah, I can see how this sounds weird from an outside perspective. Business people running around with weapons and fighting off vigilantes. Probably why the media covers us so much. I'm not complaining though. It's cheaper than ad space. I think a lot of us are like that, actually. Typical white-collar workers by day, heroes and villains by afternoon, and hopelessly single by night. Oh, I don't mind being labeled as a bad guy. Brings me more business in than you expect. People like villains, you know. Including you, I assume. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sitting here on a date together, would we? Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you find me exceedingly attractive like I do you? No, I didn't expect you to answer that. But your action was pretty priceless. So what do you do for a living? Do you deal like idiots every day like I do? Oh, a nurse. Where do you work? Oh, I've actually been to the hospital a few times. Don't think I've seen you around there before. That's probably why then. They always send me to the rehab or wherever I get injured. Those laser guns can really mess you up, you know. I definitely appreciate a visit if it ever comes to that. And to be honest, it probably will. Oh yeah? Got any crazy stories with patients? Like the ones you see in documentaries where like you don't know what's wrong with them? Huh? A white violation? Seriously, are you not allowed to talk about it in public? Well, that sucks. Isn't it hard to keep it all by yourself? Don't you ever feel like venting about the stuff you deal with every day? Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Coworkers can be pretty good soundboards. Well, there goes asking how your day went then. Might as well keep that as a mental note for our next dates. Honestly, it probably gives us more time to talk about what our interest is and whatnot. Well, I kind of spent most of the time talking about work and contracts. Hey, I'd be down to lengthen a session as long as you want. I'll give him a tip for a nice trouble. Really? They're making you get up that early? Hey, if you need me to get you an extra day off work, I will. Well, I have connections with higher ups there. See yourself, but I guess I admire your work ethic. Oh, I definitely love my job. I get to tell people what to do and beat up idiots on the side. It's great. Well then, I won't keep you. Have a good rest of your evening. See you next week.